Hello friends, welcome back to our Software Circle YouTube channel where different people from different organizations share their experience and knowledge on different technology. My name is Balram Prasad and I am working with Microsoft USA and I am talking about database creation, database resources creation in Azure. So in previous episode, we have talked about how to create a SQL Express on a VM or how to create a managed instance in Azure and how to create a single database, fully managed serverless database into Azure. Now we are going to talk about creating another service called Cosmos DB. Previously, it was named as a document DB, and then we can see that how to create and how to query in Azure portal itself. So if you see right now, this is the list and ranking which we have. If we have talked about Microsoft SQL Server, we will talk about MySQL and Postgre also in some time. And then if you go and we have talked about this one also SQL databases. Now we are going to talk about this Cosmos DB, and Cosmos DB was previously named as Document DB. So this is document store. Graph DB means graph also store. You can have key value pair and other things also. So yeah, how you are going to use this one. So it was initial release was happened in 2014 as a document DB, and then it was changed. So there are plenty of different type of API is there. So you can have SQL like query language also. You can run either document DB API. You can use graph if you are dealing with some graph related data. Then you can use Gremlin API. MongoDB API, if you know that one, then you can use that one, or RESTful API, Table API, and all these different languages like .NET, C Sharp, Java, JavaScript, all this has SDKs for this connecting and other things. So we can do all these things, right? So there are a lot of things we can use, and then which kind of consistency concept is there, so we can go eventual, immediate, and session consistency are there. And this is globally distributed database, so you do not have to worry about how we can scale this one and how we how much load we can support this one. So this is NoSQL globally distributed database, so we can go and do that one. If we go and read about little bit on Cosmos DB, let's see. So it is a non-relational database, and we talked about that one. So it granted speed at any scale. They have speed on that one. That how much speed that API will take on that one on any load, and then it is mission ready critical application, fully managed and cost-based server database. So I will show that how we can go ahead and see that one, creating a serverless Cosmos database. And this is hybrid platform for Cassandra data also. The new thing has came for this one, so we will see that one later on that one. And we can see different feature that real time, how to run real time analytics or using this one or NoSQL databases, or how we can have use that Azure function which will be triggered automatically based on Azure Cosmos DB. And we have another series where we are creating Azure functions, and there is a scenario where we will create Azure Cosmos triggered functions, so it will create and see that one. So most of the resources you will see, we will go ahead and create slowly, and we will show the demo for that one. So the users, if you see, read that one, that today's application are required to be highly responsive, is always online, right? To achieve this one, you need to have a low latency and high availability instances of those applications, and need to be deployed in data center that are close to their user, right? So it might be possible that your user is in a particular region, you want to deploy that one in that one that region, or you have an application which is globally being used, but still you want to use the some kind of resources which is globally distributed, so that your read will go to nearby location, and you can see that one, right? So you can have turnkey multi-region distribution anywhere in the world, right? So that kind of things you can see that one. If you see that one, that how the Cosmos DB is distributed, right? So key value pair, where is that one? And then column family, document, and graph DB, we talked a little bit about on that one, and we will talk more details about that one later. So and it is really, if you see this one, that it is deeply integrated with different Azure services, either IoT or Azure function or Kubernetes service, app service, and other things. And we can choose any API, either Core SQL API or API from MongoDB, Cassandra, and other things, so that we can see that one, how to run that one. And you, if you are running some API in stored in Cassandra or MongoDB or something, you can come to use this API, and then you can store all this, use the Cosmos DB, and we will see that one later. And Azure Cosmos DB is a schema-less service, certainly index all your data regardless of data model to deliver blazing fast queries. So there are a lot of, and it is fully managed and cost effective also. If you go, okay, so this has a serverless model also, where you can have a spiky workload where you do not know pattern of your load, so that you can use that one. Or you can have auto scale provision throughput, where you know that your load pattern, and when maybe something, you know that your site is expecting load on weekends or some leave day to sales kind of thing, so that you know, and that you can use that one. So there are different things, we can go ahead and see that one. I will create the resources only, and later we will go and see that which kind of API we can call from .NET application or different application, or Java or Node AM application, so that we can go and see. So let me go quickly and try to create that one. As usual, we go to create a new resources, and then we if we go to database section, we have tried to create that Azure managed instance SQL database. Now I am going to create an Azure Cosmos DB. So let me click on that one quickly. So if you go into see this one, that which resource group, all the things we have to provide a resource group. Now we can say that which Cosmos DB account we want to create. So I will go ahead and create this name, and now which API I want to interact with this one, right? Core API, Cosmos DB for MongoDB, Cassandra, Azure Table API, or Gremlin. So generally Gremlin Graph API we use, where we have to show some graphic data we have, like no if you have any salesman problem to solve, but where you have to traverse a node to other node, or some that kind of data, we can handle that one. Like flight related data to one particular city to another city, how much distance is there, and what is the shortest path of that one. So that kind of data we can use that in different purpose for that one. So we, right now I'm going to choose this one, and where my location will be there, that depends upon from where your user is coming, but you can configure multiple options for geo residency and multiple region read write over there. And then we can go with provision capacity, how much capacity you want to provision, or you can go in fully serverless, right? If you go for provision one, then you have to think about that which kind of account you are going with, either production or non-production, you want geo redundancy or not, if you want to multiple region right or not, depending upon your scenario. But if you go in serverless, you do not have to think about all this one. Only you have to say that it is in production and production, depending upon that user, Azure will see that one. Next is your networking option, where you want to limit that access from some particular endpoint and private endpoint. So I will go with all the network right now. What is the backup policy you are going to set on that one, and then which kind of encryption you want to use. Right now it is service managed key, or rather you can bring your key. Tags is for tagging that which component or which service or what, if you want to see that resource group or label wise into Azure billing or manage or some thing, then you can use that one. I'm going to create that one quickly, this resource, and let's see on that one. So it is submitted for creation purpose. It takes few minutes, and then once it is done, we will see that how it looks like. Okay, so our resource has been deployed. Let's go to that resource and see. So first, our account has been created, but we need to create a container where our data will be kept, right? Container is kind of a place where we keep the data. We can say that it is similar to table concept into our database. So let's go and click that one. Then let's go to Document Explorer. Let me open this one. And right now a simple to-do list has been created. I can go and delete this one, to-do list. Okay, so I will go ahead and create a new database over here. Let's see that demo database. And in demo database, I will go ahead and create new container. As I told, that container is kind of the table. So I will say that employee and which is the partition key you want to use, right? Zip code or name or something. But I will go and right now do random ID. But that is not good because ID will be generally unique. That should not be your partition key. Any zip code or nation or something different you have to choose depending upon your use cases. I will go ahead and create OK. Click on OK. ID should not be a partition key because generally ID will be unique, so that will create so many items and that we cannot leverage that one. I have few already kept some JSON in form of record, so I can save some time. So I will go ahead and say that, hey, okay, now I want to create a new item. So this is what you can see, that you document ID. So this is why I have kept this one previously. So I saved this one. Some more field is added by Cosmos itself to track that one. This is that when time stamp and other things it is. So let me create few more items over here. Okay, so I have created three items. Now I want to run some query on that one so that we can see that one. So let me go and create a new SQL query because we have selected that SQL API, core SQL API. So we can run this query, select a star from C, and C reference that which collection we have collected, selected that. That is how we can see all this. We can go and see that query states that how much resource unit it has taken to run this one. Request unit request charge to take that one, and details on that one, that how much document size was there, how much output size was there. Based on all this, because this is serverless feature, we can be charged, right? So if we go and say that where c dot name equals to Prasad, let's see, because I had one columns over there, so I can see my name where Prasad is equals to there. We can see that one. If we say that salary greater than 50,000, then how many record will come in? Two records will come, right? Because we have two. If we just reverse this one and say that, okay, this is this one. So now if you see, we are able to query on the document based database. Notice this is not a column store, a row store database. This is a document database, but because we have configured the SQL API, we are able to do that one. Now, depending upon scenario, you can configure SQL API depending upon Gremlin, or depending upon that, you can have Cassandra API, or you can have Mango Document DB API, or Mango DB API, so that we can leverage. So if you want to add this one and then see that, hey, I want to add Azure function based on this container. If something has been added or changed in container, then my Azure function will be automatically triggered, and I can write some function or some code logic over there to trigger that one, and I can select either C# or Java language. And there is security feature also where we can enable the advanced threat protection for that one. We can have Azure search configure on this one, because this and then people can go and search using natural language and search on the keyword in other things based on the underlying data set. We can do that one. And these are the keys for connecting purpose to using API. We can have course configure that from which domain this will be accessed, and other things that we can do. We can configure firewall or private endpoint. We can do that one. So there are plenty of things we can do using this one, and we have lot of option to see that monitoring and other things. So that we have all these things, right? So this is what I wanted to show in Cosmos DB. In later some section we have an option where we will trigger some function. We will write some code over there to connect with Cosmos DB and play with either insert, delete, to get all these options we will do using Cosmos DB. So do tune in with our channel and please subscribe, share with your friends. So thank you very much.